chickies. Look how big they've gotten. Let me get this light off and get this back door opened up. It's going to be a hot one today. They don't need this light. Very, very soon they will be big enough to go outside. This is the fenced in. It's fenced in. It looks like a jungle. Scott's going to go out there and clean it up and check the perimeter of the fence and make sure there's no holes or anything. But I think he needs to do that this weekend because then we can let them go out there and get some grass and bugs and stuff like that. They're getting big enough. They're almost feathered out. So that's the big thing. You gotta wait till they're feathered out enough so you can let them outside. So it looks like this water thing needs to be filled. The other two still have plenty of water. I'm gonna fill their water thing, but I'm gonna fill their feeders first. And as you see, I went with the biggest feeders now. We are on, that bag there is almost empty, and that would make it 150 pounds that they've eaten. And then we just went to the store and got another 150 pounds, which should last us a couple of weeks, hopefully. But they're eating a lot, which we knew they would. They always do. What you guys gonna do? Alright, I have all their waters filled. I just refilled them one. I'll come back out here around noon and fill the other two. Because like I said, it's supposed to be hot today and they do drink a lot of water when it's hot. morning, friends. It is Tuesday, May 31st, day after Memorial Day. I hope you all had a wonderful day yesterday. We had a good day, very relaxing, didn't do a whole lot, but that's kind of the way I like it sometimes. I'm rushing out the door to get my hair done to see if my beautician can do something with this. I'll see you when I get back. Ta-da! I got it cut. Got it cut shorter. I got it cut short. I love it. I absolutely love it. I was just really tired of my long hair. It was feeling dry and needed it. It needed a good cut. And I found myself constantly pulling my hair up into ponytails all the time. And so I thought, I might as well just get it cut shorter so I can have coolness on the back of my neck all the time. And I love it. All right, it's already almost noon. I'm gonna go ahead and get myself some lunch and then we'll get busy doing something in this house. It's too hot to do anything outside. I will go over and check on my chickens and refresh their water after I'm done eating, but then we're just gonna do some stuff in the house. This is lunch today. Got egg salad, just a few chips, some watermelon, and to drink I've got this instant iced tea, brewed in cold water to drink. Well, that was a yummy lunch, but now it is time to get some things done. I have this chicken waterer that needs to be disinfected. I want to get this disinfected so that I can go out and fill it and check on the chicks. It's time to check on their water and get them some more water. So I'm going to get these dishes out of the sink and get this soaking in some bleach water. While that water is soaking, I'm gonna go fix my bed. I know it's after lunch. I haven't fixed my bed yet, but I'm gonna go get it fixed. It's never too late. It's never too late to fix your bed. Excuse the air conditioning noise, but when it's 90 degrees outside, you have the air conditioning on. You might be noticing I have a new bedspread. At least it's new to me. This quilt has a story. My mom made this quilt, and when she made this quilt, it was back when we were having family reunions every year, and a different person would host it every year. And what we would do to finance the reunion was my mom would make a quilt, and then we would sell raffle tickets, and we would raffle it off, and all of the money that was raised would go to the person who was hosting it the following year. Because, you know, when you have any kind of an event, it costs money. So that's how we would fund our family reunions. Now, as in everything, our family reunions have kind of fizzled out. We don't do them anymore. But this particular quilt, I actually picked out the fabric for it. I found this butterfly material and fell in love with it. And I told my mom about it, and she said, well, go ahead and get it and get all of like the matching coordinating fabrics. So I picked out the fabric. My mom sewed the quilt top, and then myself, my two sisters, and my sister-in-law would meet over at my mom's house once a week. We'd let the kids play, because this particular quilt was from 2005. So Olivia was 5, Travis was 7, and they would meet and they would play with their cousins. And all of us ladies would work on hand quilting this quilt. So you can see that it's been hand quilted. Well, anyway, the year that this quilt was raffled off, my Aunt Janice, she watches my videos. Hi, Aunt Jan. She won it. She won this quilt. And so she's had this quilt for, since 2005. And she posted a picture on Facebook of her bed with this quilt on it. And I said, oh, I recognize that quilt. And I said, I remember helping, work on that quilt. Well, lo and behold, I think it was probably 2 weeks ago, I get a package in the mail, and my sweet, wonderful aunt, it's my dad's youngest sister, sent me the quilt. She said she's had it for all these years, and she felt like it needed to go back to where it started, and that I could pass it on to Olivia someday. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. My aunt took beautiful care of it. In fact, I'm really considering on not really using it on my bed that much, because we get our dogs up on the beds, and you can already see there's a little bit of dog hair on it from Sally, and I don't want it to get ruined, and she took beautiful care of it for all those years. But I do like my pillows. And these pillows I had gotten at Walmart several years ago, and I used them out on my porch, but they match the colors so well, and it ties the colors of my Afghan in. This pillow I had out in my camper, and I pulled that in. And then these, I just bought pillow covers from Amazon, and these fit the other pillows that I had on my bed perfectly. So I didn't have to buy new pillows. I just have new pillow covers, and I love it. I love how it looks. It's very summery. I will leave it on for the summer, and I'll take it off, and I don't know if I'll put it back on next summer or not. Like I said, I want to make sure it stays nice. So that's that little story time about this quilt, and it has a lot of sentimental value to me for many, many reasons. It reminds me of my mother. It reminds me of those days. I think, if I remember right, they were Tuesdays. Those Tuesdays that we would go over and quilt, and the kids would play. And it reminds me of my Aunt Janice. Oh, all right, we just went out and refilled all the waterers. Got them all fresh, cool water. Used that clean one that I just finished cleaning up. So now they have 4 gallons of water available to them out there. They are doing okay. They're hot. They're laying around. They're kind of panting, but I've got a fan going. I got all the windows open and the doors and the screen doors, and I've got lots of cool water now. So I think they'll do okay. And we're supposed to have a break in this heat tomorrow. They're so much happier when it's not 90 degrees. So am I. All right, I am not really in the mood to do a whole lot today. That's kind of the way it is when I have appointments. In the mornings, I do my appointments, and then I get back, and I just don't feel like doing a whole lot. But let's see what we can do to make this not a boring video. I got my Chewy.com order. I have a subscribe and save with them. They send me stuff every month, that whatever I, order. And for somehow, I don't know if you can see this, he always knows. He always knows when it's Chewy.com order. Oliver, what's that? Do you think that's for you? Well, let's see what's in here. What's in here for you? So I get these pork chomps, and he gets one about once a week. He loves them. And then I get these for Sally, because she likes those pork these pork things too, but she gets super possessive over them. And so these she can chew up in a hurry and get done, and these she just carries around and guards and acts silly, so I don't give her those. And then I have these bowl toppers that I put on their food just to make it a little more interesting for them. I get the skin and coat ones and heart health because Sally has a heart murmur, and then digestive health mainly because Sally has digestive problems. Oliver did too when he was younger, but I think it was just because he was eating too fast. We got him that slow bowl, and it has really helped that. Then I always get Artie some treat sticks every time. And then I've been stocking up on dog food for the dogs, and dry dog food is hard to find these days. So for my prepper pantry downstairs, I've been getting them canned dog food. And let's see. I got them, it's hard to tell what it is, but it's chicken, pasture-raised chicken, lamb, and spinach. And what brand is this? Natural Dog, I think it's called. It's hard to tell. Oh, it's Beyond, that's what it is. Sorry, Beyond by Purina. And these are just in case I cannot find dry dog food anywhere. I have that as a backup. I think Oliver wants a pork, one of these pork chomps. Let's get him one. Take it nice. Good boy. Now let's go give Sally her little treat. Hi. Do you want something too? Do you want something too? Here you go. A little update on the worm farm. They seem to be doing really well, although we have noticed that we've got some guys trying to escape. We actually found some dried up ones on the carpet. So I was doing a little research to figure out why are they wanting to escape, and part of it could be that their bedding is too dry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wet down some newspaper and put that on, and hopefully that will make it so that they don't want to escape. There's several reasons why they try to escape, and bedding that's either too wet or too dry is one of those reasons, and I think my bedding is too dry. So I am going to get some newspaper, wet it down, and put that on and see if they will stay put. Of course I didn't have any newspaper, but I had some of this brown paper that was from packaging. There's no ink or anything on it. So I just wet it down, put a layer of that, and I put this burlap back on. I kind of wetted the burlap down a little bit, as you can see, and we'll see if that makes them happier, makes it so they stop trying to escape. I don't normally put the lid on it, but I think I've got this light. Worms don't like light, but I don't think this light is bright enough. So I'm going to turn on my big lights for a while to tell these guys, you need to stay put. Stop trying to climb out. Finding a dried up worm on your carpet's not exactly fun. Oh, I haven't done a whole lot this afternoon. Just kind of been catching up on my YouTube viewing. It is time to cook supper. So, come along with me. Let's cook some supper. I didn't know what in the world I wanted to fix. So, sometimes when I get in a bind like this and I haven't meal prepped, which I haven't done, meal planned, haven't done since I've been so busy, I will just kind of go on YouTube, not YouTube, but go on the internet and type in
quick and easy skillet meals and then choose from that. So I just got this recipe randomly off of the internet, and I'm going to tweak it up and change it up a little bit to meet my family's preferences, but I will share it with you, and you can either do it the way I do it or adapt it to your family however you like. So let's get cooking.
The first thing you're gonna want to do is fry up a pound of sausage. Now I have Bob Evans, just the mild breakfast sausage, I think it's called, or something like that, but you can use whatever sausage you like, your favorite sausage. So you're gonna get that broken up and frying up. And while this meat is cooking, I'm going to chop up a couple of zucchini. Alright, so while I was doing the zucchini, Olivia was tending to the sausage. Now at this point, you would put in a small diced onion and some garlic. But my son cannot stand onion. He loves the flavor of onion, but he can't stand the texture of onion. So I get around that by using this dehydrated minced onion that's minced up really small. So it adds all the flavor of onion, and he doesn't get any of that texture that he can't stand. So I'm going to do that, and then I've got this minced garlic. I'm just going to add a little bit. Too much garlic lately has been giving me some stomach complaints, so I'm not going to put too terribly much in here. Just probably a teaspoon. But you can put as much or as little garlic as you like. So if you were using the fresh onion and the fresh garlic, you'd be sauteing that up in here till the onion is translucent. But since I'm not doing it that way, I can just move on to the next step. Also, at this point, when you put the onion, the fresh onion and the garlic in, that's when you're supposed to put the zucchini in here. But again, my son, who hates all things green when it comes to vegetables, other than lettuce, and he will eat asparagus, which is really weird, he doesn't like zucchini. So I'm not going to add it to this. I'm going to cook the zucchini on the side, and then those of us who like zucchini can add it to our plate. The other thing I was thinking too is that you add raw rice into this and then let it cook. You put the lid on it and let it cook. And I thought the zucchini would get super soggy and super overcooked if we do it that way. So like I said, I'm cooking the zucchini on the side. You can add zucchini, you can not add zucchini, you can put any kind of vegetable you want in here, but I did have a couple of zucchini that needed to be used up, so that's why I'm using them. Once all of your onion and everything is translucent, then you add one 15-ounce can of diced tomatoes. Mix that in really well. If your family doesn't like chunky tomatoes, you could like blitz this with a like a wand mixer or whatever, however you want to do it. You can use Rotel tomatoes would be really good in this if you wanted a little bit of a zing to it, a little bit of heat, especially if you're not using sausage. I considered Rotel, but then I thought, wasn't sure how good Rotel would blend with sausage, so just went with the plain diced tomatoes. Then you're going to add a cup of water and a cup of white rice, and it's called for white rice, so I'm using white rice. I am using this basmati rice that I got from Aldi. You stir that in really well. Sorry about the barking. It's my life, my life, my life. And it said to salt and pepper to taste. I will add a little bit of pepper. I'm not going to add any salt because the sausage has salt in it, and everybody can salt it to their own taste. I'm going to put in about 1/4 of a teaspoon of pepper. And then you put the lid on this, turn it down to simmer, and you simmer it for 20 minutes or until the rice is cooked. And when this has been going for about 10 minutes, I'm going to get the zucchini started. I have half an onion here. I'm going to dice that up and add it to the zucchini. I love to fry up zucchini with onion. Just onion, salt and pepper, a little bit of oil, olive oil I usually use. And since Travis doesn't like zucchini anyway, I'm going to put some onion in it. And like I said, I'm going to cook this on the side, and you can add it to the rice on your plate, or you can eat it on the side, however you want to do it. And this is how it all turned out. As you can see, I've got zucchini on the rice as well as beside the rice because I really like zucchini. And then I have some watermelon and cantaloupe on this side, and this was our dinner. It was very, very quick. I did find that the rice cooked faster than 20 minutes. It didn't take nearly as long. And partway through, about 6 minutes into it, I had to add about 1/2 cup more water. Then by the time that second half a cup of water was absorbed, the rice was done, so I just shut the heat off. So it only took maybe 15 minutes to cook. Just watch it. If you decide to choose to do this recipe, just watch it, keep an eye on it, and add more water if necessary. I just cooked it until I tasted it and the rice was tender. It was a pretty good recipe. Everybody seemed to enjoy it. The key to this is definitely the zucchini. It made a big difference in the flavor of the dish. I think it really took it up to the next level. Otherwise, when I tasted it before I added the zucchini, I just thought, man, there's just something missing in this. It just doesn't taste quite right. So I didn't add anything else to it. I thought about putting some red pepper flakes in it, but I didn't. And then when I actually ate my dinner and with the zucchini, I'm like, that's it. That's what made the difference. So I would highly recommend that if you try this dish, that you definitely add some kind of vegetable to it. It doesn't have to be zucchini. It can be broccoli or cauliflower or peas or green beans or whatever your favorite vegetable is. Definitely add the green vegetable. Alright friends, that's it for this video. It was just another day in the life video. I didn't do a week in the life again. The holiday weekend kind of messed that all up. I will try to get back to doing weeks in the life from time to time, but in this super busy time period that I'm in right now, they're a little bit challenging. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below, and we will talk to you all later. Bye-bye, friends.